Lewandowski wants Sane at Bayern. Dortmund are making some smart transfer moves. FIFA make a call on the next World Cup. And we've got a roundup of all the day's transfer rumours. That and more coming up in the next few minutes as I'm your host, Matt Froelich. You are the Onefootballers, and this is the Daily News. First off, and Robert Lewandowski has had his say on Bayern Munich's potential transfers in this upcoming summer, and he really wants Leroy Sane to join him. He's saying that a player with such quality at such a top level would only help the squad, and after they've signed the likes of Benjamin Pavard and Lucas Hernandez already in their upcoming transfer window, he really wants the Manchester City winger to join them. Now, the move looks like it may actually happen, especially if Bayern Munich get the chance. Although Sane has a little bit of a bad boy reputation, especially after reportedly falling out with Guardiola, Bayern Munich would still love to have him in their squad. Surely, he's a young, talented German player, and that's where most of the Germans end up. But talking of German football, and moving on to Borussia Dortmund, who have had an unbelievable few days in the transfer window. Now, in January, they of course sold Christian Pulisic to Chelsea for around £60 million. And what have they done? Well, they've replaced him with not one, but two top-class attacking midfielders straight from the Bundesliga in what are just ridiculous deals. Julian Brandt from Leverkusen and Torgan Hazard, the younger brother of Eden Hazard, has signed from Borussia Mönchengladbach. Both of these have signed for around a combined fee of £50 million, making it absolutely phenomenal that they've managed to replace Pulisic with two great players. They've also brought in Nico Schulz from Hoffenheim for a similar kind of fee as well, and Dortmund are doing a good job early on in the transfer window. This is what those other clubs need to learn from. They're doing their deals quickly, they're doing them efficiently for a good price, and they're getting in the right players for their squad. They've now got the whole summer to move over to Dortmund, get settled in, and it looks like they're going to be hitting the ground running. After just missing out on the Bundesliga this season, you can be sure that them, along with the likes of Leipzig, will be pushing Bayern Munich for the title next year. So next up, our plans to expand the FIFA World Cup in 2022, which is being held in Qatar, have been put on hold. I say that, they've been scrapped altogether. Their basic plan was to expand the World Cup from 32 teams to 48. Now, although this would have made the World Cup far more inclusive and allowed a lot more nations to take part, I also think it would have made the standard a lot worse. Now, no disrespect to some of the countries that would have been put in, but if you're not in the top 32 countries in the world, you're in the top 48 instead, well, you're obviously not going to be of that much quality. We all know that even though the World Cup last summer was a success, in the first few rounds there's always the odd team that aren't so good. I'm not going to name them because if you're from there, you're probably going to be mad at me. However, if you're one of the extra ones that goes in, you're probably making the overall standard just that little bit lower, and that's not what people want to see for the best football tournament in the world. President Gianni Infantino has said that there still are plans to make it a 48-team tournament for the 2026 World Cup, but that's something he'll have a lot more time to deal with. That tournament, of course, is being held between Canada, the US, and Mexico. And lastly but not least, we come to a roundup of all the day's transfer rumours, of course, where unbelievably, somehow, Atletico Madrid have reportedly joined Napoli in wanting Tottenham fullback Kieran Trippier. Have they lost their mind? Elsewhere, Spurs are willing to pay $10 million for Leeds winger Jack Clark. John Terry is apparently interested in taking over the job at Middlesbrough, and he may be heading up for talks with them in the next few days. And lastly but not least, Wolves want Porto striker Musso Moreira for around £30 million. So that's what there is for today's Daily News. Make sure you let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about all the transfer news, whether you think the World Cup being expanded is a good idea, and if Dortmund really are going to be challenging again at the top of the Bundesliga and in the Champions League next season with some fantastic bits of transfer business. Let me know your thoughts, smash the like button whilst you're down there, and also click subscribe if you guys are new around here. Whilst you're there, you can also click here or here to check out all of the other videos we've got going on Onefootball. But until next time, I will see you guys later.